and welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to understand how to automate order tracking updates from WooCommerce to Google Sheets. So as a seller on WooCommerce, my objective is that whenever I'm going to update a new order detail in my WooCommerce, that means the status, then automatically that should be updated in my Google Sheets as well. So now here to automate the entire process, I need to connect my WooCommerce with my Google Sheets using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So now here to see the working of this automation and to learn this process step by step, let me all take you to my screen.
Welcome to my screen. In this video, I'll show you how to automatically update the WooCommerce order status in Google Sheets. This helps you track orders easily without manual work and keeps everything organized in real time. Alright, so as you all know that I run an e-commerce business with WooCommerce and use Google Sheets to track orders. So I automatically update the status of each order in Google Sheets, streamlining the tracking process. Alright, so here on my screen you can see my Google Sheet that I've already created with the name WooCommerce order details. And here you can see some order details such as name, email, mobile number, order ID and the status. And here also you can see my WooCommerce account that I've already logged in, and here you can see all the order details as well with the status. So now here my objective is, as soon as I'm going to update a status of any of the order, then automatically the status should be updated for the same in my Google Sheet from the status column. So now here to automate the entire process, I have connected my WooCommerce account with my Google Sheets using an automation software. And now firstly in this video we are going to see the working of this automation by simply updating a status of an order from here. So now here let's select the customer named as new customer, and I'm going to update the detail and I'm going to update the status of this particular order over here. So here you can match all the details over here from this Google Sheet, and here what I'm going to do is that I am going to update the status over here as completed, or else you can select some other status as well. Let's select cancelled, and then I'm going to click on this update. And here you can see we have successfully updated the status of the order over here. So now let's go and check our Google Sheets, and here you can see we have successfully updated the status of this particular order that we just right now updated in our WooCommerce store. So here you can see the status has been updated to the cancelled. Alright, so with this we have successfully seen the working of this amazing automation. And now here in this video we are going to learn step by step that how you can set up this automation by simply connecting your WooCommerce account with your Google Sheets using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So here to access the Pabbly Connect, you need to search for pabbly.com/connect in your browsers, and it will take you to the homepage of Pabbly Connect. Alright, so here on my screen you can see Pabbly Connect's homepage, but here before moving forward, let me tell you about the Pabbly community. So this is the Pabbly community where automation users, business owners and marketers connect. You can ask questions, share your workflows and get instant replies and helpful feedback from others who have faced similar challenges. It's an active, supportive space to learn and grow together. And now here the link to join is in the description box below. Make sure to check it out. Alright, so now let's move back to our Pabbly Connect's homepage, and here you can see two options that are sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get free 100 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. Now after signing in, here you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to integrate my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. Now this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here to build my connection, I need to create a workflow first. So for that, here I'm going to click on this create workflow button given on the top right corner. Now here in this create workflow dialog box, I have to give a name to my workflow. So I'm going to give the name as automate order tracking updates from WooCommerce to Google Sheets. And now here to giving a name to my workflow, it is asking me to select the folder. So in the left side corner of this dashboard, you can see a folder section under which you can see the multiple folders that I've already created with different names to save my workflows accordingly. So in this particular case, I'm going to select my folder as Google Sheets. You can select the folder as per your need. Also, you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect, we are going to click on this learn more hyperlink given over here, and it will take you to a forum window where you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect. Alright, so now let's move back to our Pabbly's dashboard, and here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this create button given over here. Now here in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a workflow, and here on my screen you can see the two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this, that means action is a response towards a trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin with our automation by simply setting up a trigger. So here I'm going to select my trigger application as WooCommerce, as I receive new orders in my WooCommerce account. And now here I'm going to select my trigger event as order updated, so that whenever a status of order has been updated through my WooCommerce, then automatically and instantly Pabbly Connect should capture the response, or you can say automatically this entire workflow should get triggered. Alright, so now after selecting my trigger event, you can see I have received a webhook URL. That means here I'm going to use this webhook URL to connect my WooCommerce account with Pabbly Connect. So following the instructions given below, firstly I'm going to copy this webhook URL, and here I've already logged in my WooCommerce account. So as you all know that WooCommerce is a plugin of WordPress, so I've already logged in my WordPress account and I've already installed that plugin. And now from here I'm going to select the settings option of this WooCommerce, and here under advanced I'm going to select webhooks. Now here under this webhooks I'm going to add a new webhook over here, and here I'm going to give a name to my webhook, that is new order updated. And then I'm going to select the status as active, and here for the topic I'm going to select the event as order updated. And here for the delivery URL, I'm going to enter the webhook URL that I received in my Pabbly's workflow. And here for the API version, I'm going to select the latest version, and then I'm going to click on the save webhook. And with this, we have successfully saved a new webhook over here. That means we have successfully connected our WooCommerce account with Pabbly Connect. So now let's move back to our Pabbly's workflow, and here you can see we have received a webhook ID over here. That means we have successfully set up a webhook. And now after setting up the webhook, we are going to click on this recapture webhook response, and here you can see as it is waiting for webhook response. That means here to receive a webhook response, we need to do a test submission. That means here we need to update another test order detail so that we can capture the response over here. So now here to update the status of an existing order, let me all take you back to my WooCommerce account, and from here I'm going to select orders, and now here under this orders I'm going to update a status of any of the order from here. So let's select latest user, and here in my Google Sheet also you can see the detail of this latest user over here. So here you can see the status has been processing over here. So now we are going to update the status. So we are going to scroll it little down. Here you can see all the details of the customer and the order. Here you can match the order ID, that is 113061, and here you can see the ID as 113061. Alright, so we are going to update the status of this order. So here you can see currently the status is processing. So here I'm going to select the status as completed, and then I'm going to click on this update. And here you can see we have successfully updated the status over here. Alright, so now let's move back to our Pabbly's workflow, and here you can see we have successfully received a response over here where we have received the status as completed and some other details as well, such as the customer's details and also the payment details as well. So with this, we have successfully set up a trigger over here. So once we have received the order updated details from our WooCommerce, then automatically I want to update the status of that particular order in my Google Sheet over here under this specific column. So now here to update the status of that particular order, what we are going to do is that we are going to look up for that order value in our Google Sheets first, and for that we are going to connect our Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect in this action step given over here. So here I'm going to select my action application as Google Sheets and my action event as look up for the spreadsheets rows 1, so that using this action event it is going to look up for the order detail in our Google Sheet. So for that I'm going to connect my Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. And here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add a new connection. If your Google Sheets account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on the sign in with Google. Here I'm going to select my desired account. And then I'm going to click on this allow and give access to Pabbly as your data is secured with Pabbly. Authorization successful. So here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, here for the spreadsheet, I've already shown you that I have my spreadsheet with the name WooCommerce order details. So I'm going to select that particular spreadsheet over here, and then I'm going to select my sheet as sheet 1. And then he's asking me to select the lookup column. That means here I need to enter the lookup column in which I want to search for the value. So here I'm going to search for the order details detail based on the order ID added over here. So here you can see my order ID column is column D. So I'm going to select that particular column over here. So I'm going to enter the column as D over here, and here it is asking me for the lookup value. So it says enter the value to be searched in. Here the response will return a maximum of 100 search results from the Google Sheet. So here, as I've already told you, that I want to look up for the order ID from my Google Sheets. So now here, instead of entering the order ID manually, here I'm going to map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I'm going to map the data from the response that I received in my trigger step or my previous action steps. Mapping makes the text dynamic so that whenever we're going to receive new order update through our WooCommerce, then automatically this previously existing detail will be updated with the new one. So here for the lookup value, I'm going to map the order ID, and for that we are going to search for the order ID over here. So this is the order ID, you can see that is 113067. So I've mapped the lookup value over here. And then here it is asking me include headers in the response. So for that I'm going to select true and sort value method as top to bottom. And then I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received the row index. Here you can see the customer name as latest user. Here you can see the email address, mobile number, order ID, and the status as processing. So now what we are going to do is that we are going to update this particular status over here. Alright. So for that what we are going to do is that we are going to add another action step over here, and here again I'm going to select my action application as Google Sheets, and this time I'm going to select my action event as update a cell value. So we are going to update the status of the order over here, and now here to build this connection I'm going to click on this connect, and this time I'm going to click on the select existing connection because I've already connected my Google Sheets account with my Pabbly Connect account in my previous action step. So here I've selected the existing connection, and then I'm going to click on this save. And here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and again I'm going to select my spreadsheet as WooCommerce order details and my sheet as sheet 1, and then it is asking me to enter the range. So it says enter the range of the sheet that needs to be updated here. Example C5, that is column name plus row index. So here you can see my status column is column E over here. So for that I'm going to select the range as column E, and here for the row index I'm going to map the row index from the response that I've received in my previous Google Sheet step. So this is the row index, and now after entering the range it is asking me to enter the value. So here I need to enter the value that I want to update in this particular row. So for that I'm going to update the value as status received in our WooCommerce trigger step. So we are going to search for the status. So this is the status that is completed. And now after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response. That means we have successfully updated the status in our Google Sheets. So now let's go and check it. And here you can see we have successfully updated the status for this particular order as completed over here. Alright, so with this we have successfully set up entire automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have selected trigger as WooCommerce and action as Google Sheets twice, so that whenever a new order is updated over here in our WooCommerce, then automatically it is going to look up for the order ID in our Google Sheets, and once the details are found, automatically it is going to update the status of that particular order as per the status received over here through our trigger of WooCommerce. Alright, so these were the steps to how to automate order tracking updates from WooCommerce to Google Sheets. I hope these steps were clear to you. Now if you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. I hope you liked the video. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. Now if you have any doubt, then you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, then you can write it at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can visit www.pabbly.com. Now if you liked the video, then please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.